So I'm going to rewind a little bit because I'm still processing my story myself. So I had to go back and, you know, make sure I have everything correct in this story. So I had to leave Harrisburg twice. The first time I left, I decided I was going to go to LA. I actually ended up not making it to LA. I was driving so much out of, frustration, fear, anger, that I wasn't thinking. And I said, you know what? I'm going back. My kids are tired. This driving is ridiculous. And I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm going back. I decided to go back. So I'm driving back. And I'm, kind of close. I'm maybe about 4 or 5 hours outside of Harrisburg on my way back. I said, you know what? I'm going back. As I'm on my way back, I get into a deer accident. And it was crazy because this was the slowest accident I've ever gotten into. It wasn't, it just felt like the hand of God was on us, period. So I see the deer. The deer is coming from the left side. I'm in the far left lane. The deer is coming. And it was crazy because he looked at me. I looked at him. And I'm like, you better not go out in that street. And he definitely went out in the street. Next thing you know, he's flying to the right side of the road. And my car slowly swerves into the ditch. It did not speed into the ditch. It slowly swerved into the ditch. And that was the grace of God. In that accident, my daughter ended up with a mark on her cheek. And I'm just so heartbroken at this moment. So from there, I ended up having to go back to Harrisburg via bus. I get back to Harrisburg. I go to the dealership. I end up getting a new car. I said to myself, I'm just going to do what I got to do, mind my business. I thought that, I could do this, but no, they would not stop bothering me. Whoever this gang was, whoever these people were, they would not stop bothering me. So the second time that I leave because they would not stop bothering me. I said, you know what? I'm going to have to leave because the vandalizing my car, the breaking into my house, the torturing my children at school, the following me down the street to my hair clients' houses, vandalizing my hair clients' vehicles, stuff like it wouldn't stop. It would not stop. It was horrible. So I said to myself, you're going to have to go. You got to get out of here. So this time I prepared myself to leave. I knew I was leaving. I knew I was going to go to LA. Also, that first time when I got back to Harrisburg, I was also poisoned. That's a whole nother video. Because once again, I did not deal with anybody but family. So the poison was the icing on the cake for me. It was like, okay, you got to go. You see what's going on. You know what's going on. You just don't know who, what, when, where, or why. So it's time for you got to go. So before I even took the trip to LA, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to try to go to another family member's house. Maybe somebody that's actually going to hear me out and have my back. So we're going to see. I stopped in Baltimore. That was shortly lived because, of course, once again, here's another family member that's being weird. At this point, I'm starting to feel like everybody knows something I don't know. I leave Baltimore. We decide to go ahead and trickle our way down the road. So I'm stopping in several little cities, maybe to see if I could find refuge in these places. And it's sad to say that in a place of emergency, any type of domestic violence, no matter what city you go to, there is no refuge, there is no help. And it was so stressful and depressing just to get my kids to a safe place. Now, most people would ask, well, why didn't you call the cops? I did that several times. These people got so many reports, it's not even funny. And the only thing they would say when they would come out is, well, call us back if it happens again. And it happens again. And nothing's done. The last visit I had from the cop, you know what he said to me? This was a cop in Harrisburg. He said, is there anywhere you can go? He didn't stop to say, well, we can help you do this. We can give you resources. We can do this, that, and the third. The only thing this man had to say was, is there anywhere you can go with your kids? As if they wanted me out of this city. So with every city I traveled to, every place I traveled to, do you know that these people followed me everywhere I went? It didn't stop in Harrisburg. They followed me to every city. I know this for a fact because I took pictures of license plates and everything. Problem is, they hacked into my old iCloud account and I can't even get into it. Yeah. Who, what, when, where, and why is a big question in my story.